Hi, I'm Rita Goldner, author and illustrator of children's picture books, and as you may have guessed, a real fan of wildlife. I'm starting a new series, a new playlist called Work in Progress. And since I happen to be working on a picture book about a rhinoceros with great big feet, I'm using this guy as my reference. I bought this at the zoo for $20. And with this, I can actually see proportions, how the head relates to the body, and so forth. And so I use that as my reference, but I'm illustrating that rhinoceros in several different poses. And the one I'm going to be working on today is my opening page in the book, where the rhinoceros, her name is Rhonda, by the way, has great big feet, and she's tripping over them and is very clumsy. So I have to do an illustration of a rhinoceros falling flat on her face, which I don't have a reference for. I'm making that up in my head. I'm just using my little rubber rhinoceros for proportion reference. So this is a work in progress just to show you how I put together an illustration for a page in the book, not necessarily for you to follow along and draw with me. This is how I start out every picture book I do, by laying out all 32 pages, including the title page and the dedication, so I'll know how many pages I'll have to use to write my story. Sometimes I have fun facts or vocabulary too. In this story, the very opening page shows how Rhonda has big, clumsy feet, and she's falling on her face. She doesn't have a very good image of herself, and the story is about her wishing that she could have dainty feet like a bird, or very practical feet like an orangutan hanging onto a branch, or even swimmer feet like a crocodile, or that she could run fast like a tiger. So the book is all Rhonda's fantasies about her having all these different kinds of feet instead of her own big feet. So I'm illustrating Rhonda in Procreate with an Apple Pencil on an iPad Pro, but it's kind of just like doing it on see-through paper, tracing paper, with many layers. This software lets you have a lot of see-through layers, so I use different colors on each layer, and I don't erase until I'm sure what I want, and because I've used my previous errors as guidelines. So I did the feet over several times because they were facing the wrong way, I felt. And I also needed to move one of the feet outward to make it look like a more awkward falling down pose. Then to finish it off, I used kind of an airbrush layer on top of rosy colors and purples in the shadows. So I hope you liked this work in progress. And if you did, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the little bell so you'll know when I post another work in progress.